How's it going, elevators? Welcome back to another Markup Monday. This recording was recorded on Monday instead of Sunday this week. But yeah, we'll get straight into it. Monday morning, a very profitable start to the week. Profited 10% in the VIP chat today on GJ. Very beautiful position. So I'll quickly run through what I was looking at. Overall, on the daily, in my opinion, we were still having bullish market structure, having high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. And we had that bullish Friday. So I was expecting a bullish return when we came into Monday, back into this next previous daily low from the bottom of the last consolidation before the breakout to the downside. We've then had that consolidation. We had that breakout, pulled back, and I'm looking to push into that level. We have closed these positions because 10% on a Monday, you cannot ask for much more than that. So how did I take this? Essentially, this morning, all I was waiting for was a pullback into this previous structure level I had marked off from this 4-hour time frame. So when price came down into this region, I was pretty confident that once we fished out these lows that we'd printed, through Asian session at about 2 a.m. UK time, once we took out that low on the 30-minute, we had a 50 SMA just underneath us. I knew there's a good chance if we took out that low, then we were going to reverse. So I this morning at about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I took my buys once we came down and broke these lows. Because overall the market structure was bullish. So I know price had to flip bullish again at some point. It was just whether I was going to be too early in the session. But price did then have that bullish reversal. And once we had that bullish reversal, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to stack a position in because this original position was 3.5%, but I wanted a little bit of a better risk if possible. And there was a solid, once we had that nice morning star formation, you could say, on the 30-minute time frame, back above this 4-hour level, had taken out previous lows. So we know that the sell side liquidity had been taken. There was a good chance that price was then going to come back into the highs, at least to come and test these highs over here, which you can see price did do. We had that bullish flip. Price was running nicely. We then had that bit of consolidation period. And I said to the VIP chat, once price came down and we weren't breaking lows, we were forming a new bit of support from this previous wick high that got taken from this first retracement after breaking these highs. Once price has established a support region down here, I'll put a buy stop back above these highs. So if price did come out and take them out, then we could potentially push it and fulfill and maybe grab an extra few percent, which is what actually played out in the end. So I'm very pleased with my analysis. Things played out exactly how I predicted. And we managed to profit 10%. If this trade does play out fully, as you can see here, so we'll round that down to 7 and that's 3.5. So we're looking at 10.5% off that. And then that was an extra 4% on top. So you're potentially looking at 14% off these, 14.5% off these 3 positions, all off one pair and one Monday morning, essentially. So very, very pleased with that. Very pleased with that. So what do I think the market's going to do the rest of the week? We know, in my opinion, overall, the dollar is still quite bullish. We came up, we've now tested these highs. We made a nice bottom here. I've been talking about, once Brandon called the dollar into 101, my opinion was once we came down into that region, then we're looking for this major pullback on the daily and the weekly timeframes. And price is giving us this nice weekly structure currently. We've had 3 bullish weekly candles with a doji in the middle of it. But now price is coming back up and we've respected lows, respected the 50 SMA on the weekly, respected previous structure, made a double bottom. There's a good chance price is going to come back into the highs now. My overall target is about 110. I said that, I think, in the last couple of videos. But yeah, that is my overall weekly bias over the next couple of weeks to months. So just playing it on a day-to-day basis. What we're looking for now. So the dollar has currently came in, tested these highs. We've now pulled back a little bit into this previous structure. If these highs or then these lows, whichever way you want to look at it, do hold, there's a good chance we'll come and take these highs out and we can get a nice push into 106. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. Obviously, then if we do come down and take these lows out, there's a good chance we could push a little bit lower, maybe into 104, maybe into 103, worst case scenario, in my opinion. But we'll have to just trade the market as it comes. So major pairs, what are we looking at? We've got commodity gold over here. I haven't changed my analysis again since the last video because my analysis is playing out still pretty well. So I'm not going to tamper with it. So what do? We came down, we respected the weekly low I've got drawn on from last week's sell target, which was 1807.60. We've since had that morning star reversal on the 4 hour today. We came up and we're now currently testing this previous broken level of support, now resistance. So in my opinion, if this resistance holds, we could see price come down, take these lows out and get that push into 1800. On the flip side to that, if we do now get like a solid closure below and price then does go and take the highs out, we could see that reversal and we might get that push back up into this nice range I've got marked off here, which actually played out incredibly well for the sales last week, which we did ride down. So yeah, I'm looking at, if gold can break these highs, we could get a push to the upside. If we establish resistance here and get a nice bearish structure formations, whichever way you want to play it, then a safe sell would be underneath these lows, but there is a potential for price to short from this area. GU, what do I think on GU? So GU currently, as I said, I haven't changed my analysis again because price is still respecting my levels pretty well. We came down, we made a double bottom last week. We since had that reversal today. Price is coming up and testing this major psychological level at 1.2105. We're also coming up and testing these previous highs, and we have now taken out that high and closed back below this area of this high here. So we're also testing the 50 SMA. So in my head, there's 3 reasons for us to potentially go short from this area, anywhere in around this area. Just mark off like this little box. Like there's a pretty good chance price could short from here. Purely because my bias on the dollar is bullish, which correlates with gold sells, pound sells, euro sells, potentially indices sells like US 30. So we've got 50 SMA being respected currently. We've got major cycle level, had that 4 hour rejection, and we're currently we haven't closed the last two hour candles have closed below this area. So there is potential for it to short from here. But I'm definitely not long on the pound this week. I'm definitely short. It just depends on whether it wants to short from this area. Because if price now does come out and take this high, then we're definitely going to push back into 1.21, which is a bigger psychological level for the pound, in my opinion. So if we do come up and take that high, then we'll push into 1.21 before getting that rollover. And if we just want to fib this high to the low, lines up very well with a 78. So there is a confluence for price to, because there'll be a lot of people shorting from this area, which is why I'm a little bit unsure if price will sell off from this area. It might just have to take the highs out, get the retail traders out of the market, push price a little higher, and then sell off. Euro, kind of looking at the same thing on Euro. Euro structure looks really clean, to be honest. We came down into this nice area of liquidity from this base low, and then we had that drive down, take the low, bullish candle back out, huge drive up all the way up, which hadn't been retested, which is why we had that nice reversal this morning out of this area. What do I think this is going to do? Same as the pound, in my opinion. If we take out these highs, we might get that little push higher before that next rollover. But if we do get solid closures, then there's a good chance price could just fall from where it is. I haven't really got too many areas marked out below on Euro because I'm not actually didn't have it as part of my trading plan for this week as one of the pairs I was going to trade. It was more just a markup for yourselves. But just using like major cycle levels, if price does come down and take that, then we could definitely see it drop into 1.04, which is like an 80 pip drop from taking out the these lows over here. So if we can take out that low, then I can definitely see it back into the cycle level of 1.04, which is about an 80 pip drop, which is a nice trade in itself. But obviously there's a good chance that we might get this reversal from this area. So it's just something to pay attention to this week. I've had a pretty good week already, so I'm probably not going to call it any more trades in the VIP chat myself. Obviously we do have a second trader, second admin, second CEO, Brandon, who probably will be taking trades, but due to the percentage growth I've had on just today, I don't want to risk any capital for no reason. Doesn't make any sense. So bullish on the dollar, bearish on gold, GU and Euro. GJ's already done quite a large move today, so I'd probably leave that alone. But because we are breaking high still, there is a good chance we'll get that push into this low over here. from that last reversal before that major push to the upside. So yeah, 164,400 was my overall target for the trades I took this morning. So I definitely see that playing out. If we get the reversal from that level, because that's quite a major level in my opinion, then we could get a reversal all the way back down into at least to there, if not maybe into this area down at like 163, we'll call it. But yeah, if we come up and break these and price holds above and gets that push up, then we could definitely see GJ back at 165,500, maybe even 166. Best case scenario, 167 for the upside push. But if we do get that nice reversal from here, then I definitely see it back at 163, if not maybe 162. Just makes sense in my opinion. But yeah, that's about it for that. As I said, very profitable day for ourselves, becoming quite a regular thing. It's great to see. This year is going to be our year, and I'm excited for the community to grow. Chat's getting stronger, community's getting stronger. We've got a couple of lads that are on the mentoring program, and things are starting to look good for them. So yeah, it's an exciting year, exciting times for us. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.